Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to ProDivinity 1111. If you are new here, do consider subscribing, liking, sharing. I am your intuitive tarot host Anu, and I'm really delighted to have you here. So thank you for sharing your energy with this tribe. So today's reading is inspired by your future self. It is a timeless reading. You will see this whenever you're meant to see it. And it is a pick a card, so you may choose one or multiple piles. Each would carry a unique message. And what we're trying to see today is what your future self wants to tell you, what you may not see coming right now. Okay, so what's coming in the near future, or overall your life journey, a specific area, we don't know. We'll see what we have. So there are four options. Pile number one, we have this card, number 47, my dear friend. Pile two, we have the Queen Bee, number 11. Pile 3, we have number 4, Moon Dance. And then pile number 4, we have number 28, Can You Hear Me? Okay, so those are your options. Go ahead and take your first pick, and I will see you right at your selection. Hi Pile 1, this is for those of you who chose the first card, the first oracle card, number 47, my dear friend. Take a look at the imagery, and I think it mentions in the book there is a junior is coming to mind, a junior or younger version of this in the journey. And you know, this, when this card comes up, it's really talking about the journey you've gone through and how you've grown in wisdom and matured, and still have grown in your support system as well. And for those of you who feel you do not quite have a support system, this is also talking about self-love and self-reliance and caring for your inner child, right? So my dear friend can be an external energy, or it can be your own, but there is a sense of wisdom and maturity and leveling up in life. Okay, that's the overall energy. And any other intuitive messages you get from the card, again, I feel there is a sense of thriving even when things are cold. So if you look at the surrounding, there's a lot of snow. It is dark, it is gray, but the snowflakes look like, you know, beautiful sparkles. So there is beauty, and you have found beauty in where you are, and this is going to continue to grow. So anyway, just like quick messages off of just the oracle card over here. Take it as it fits. But let's see what we have, what your future self wants to tell you. These may be things that you're not quite seeing yet, or they may be buried in your subconscious. And if you already have a little bit of tinkering of that, then the messages would be more like confirmation for you. So again, just always remember these are general. So just take what fits your scenario, your life situation, and always use your free will and choose the advice that resonates with you. So I have a few oracles that I have pre-pulled. We're going to do live tarot, and then we're going to pull some live oracle tea leaf cards as well. So let's go ahead. Pile number 1. What does your future self want to tell you? So we have High Honor, number 25. So over here as well, by the way, 47 may be important to you, or the number 11, which is a master number. Here you have 25, so 25 may be important, or 7 may be an important number. Both 7 and 11 are, well, 7's repeating twice, are important master numbers. So High Honor. Okay, let's lay out all the oracles, and then we'll get into it. Future self is obviously telling you of some high honor coming your way. We have Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. This is that energy of like leveling up and growing in our wisdom that's coming through with this. Let's see what else we have. We have Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I absolutely love that. We have Adjacent Possibilities, so many doors opening up, number 24 or the number 6 may be relevant to you. And again, another 6. So number 51, Healer of the Ages. This is pretty much giving me a magician vibes, okay? Master Manifestor, healing yourself, and through your self-healing journey, healing others, and just like emanating that energy and raising the vibration around you. let's see what the Sun Oracle says. We have Mars in Virgo, 6th house, criticism. We have Sun in Libra in the 7th house, harmony. Contrasting, I love it. Criticism and harmony. You're going from criticism to so much more harmony. And then we have from the Moon Oracle, we have a time to give rather than take. New Moon in Virgo. Some of you have probably Virgo placements or prominent Virgo placements, because we have Virgo showing up twice over here. And also the 6th house, 6. So 6 is an important number. It's also the number of Venus. It is also the number or the base root of this year, 2022, when I'm recording this. So a lot of synchronicities there with the number 6 or the planet Venus overall. So you might want to just read on that. We have the 9th house, so goals, aspirations, even philosophy. This is higher education. This is also esoteric knowledge. And then we have Cancer, which is the home and family. So 4th house energy is showing up as well. So you have 4, 6, 6, 7 in terms of astrology. These we'll look at later. Or maybe like let's take these as first, and then I'll stitch it together. And this is more like, you know, what you need to do from here on out. We have Kali. Let's see, where do we place these? We have Kali. We have Ojas, and I'll walk you through what these mean. And then we have Kundalini. Okay, so there is overall a level of a sort of up-leveling happening in your life, okay, that you may not see coming. You may have been through a lot of criticism. You may have gone through some confusing periods, and especially this is looking like your long-term goals, because we have the 9th house here, okay? So, you know, they're probably with the Libra showing up here, you may have felt that it's been a time or where things have not been balanced, okay? And that's what's changing. That's what your future self wants to tell you, especially with this high honor card over here. The sense I'm getting, your future self is really trying to tell you, grow through the criticism, okay? This may bring out some fears. You know, this is critical feedback that either, you know, your superiors, your family, whoever may be giving you. Just take it, but take the elements that resonate with you from a perspective of growth, okay? Because there's a lot of growth coming, and, you know, the more we embrace objectively, the easier it is to grow from there, right? So that's coming, and it's going to bring you a lot of freedom, because it's also freedom of choice. And those terms are coming through, freedom of choice and choosing your path. So you have the ability to choose your path. A lot of opportunities will be opening up that are going to bring you a lot of recognition and high honor. Continue being generous, because this is why this Virgo house is showing so prominently. You're somebody who's very diligent, who's very methodical, pays a lot of attention to detail, and there's a lot of element of service here. I want to call that out, because we have the healer of the ages, and we have it's time to give rather than take. Both of these are very service-oriented energies, which is the 6th house. Our 6th house deals with daily routines, our work life, in service of others, taking care of ourselves. All those elements fall here, right? So there's a very big healing message that's coming out over here. Now this is going to lead to a lot of harmony in your relationships, because Libra is all about partnerships, relationships, and the 7th house is not just love partners, okay? They're not just your spouse or your significant other. It's really about any one-to-one key partnerships that you have. And that was showing up here with the term my dear friend as well, right? So you're entering a period where you're going to have stronger, longer lasting partnerships in the home arena, in the career arena. So there'll be a lot of recognition. Now, these cards over here, the Kali is the goddess of destruction. So she, you know, is a destroyer of, she's not the goddess of destruction. She is the goddess of destruction of evil, all things bad, okay? So this showing up along with Kundalini, so there's definitely a spiritual up-leveling that's going on in your energy, and Ojas is peace, okay? So what this is a kind of a confirmation from your future self the more you heal yourself, especially these two cards, right? These over here, the more you heal yourself, you are learning to create your boundaries. And that's where the Kali energy is really coming through. The stronger your boundaries, the more careful, the more discerning you are in allowing people into your inner circle. That's the harmony, that's the partnerships, those are the friendships that are coming through. So you have a sense of freedom, a sense of being able, like again, that the ability to choose freely is going to continue to grow because you have learned and mastered your lessons of creating your personal boundaries. So a lot of peace, a lot of fruitful, healthy relationships, partnerships, a lot of new opening doors and recognition. And almost like with this freedom, it's like a freedom of path. Which path do you want to go on? Ninth house also showing up talks to me about there may be something changing in your home environment, or you may be changing something in your home environment where you have a new philosophy, you have a new way of living, you have new, let's say you're creating your own cultural beliefs, or your your belief system is what you're able to implement in your home. Okay, that's coming through. So let's look at some oracle cards, and then we'll do get some tarot. What else does pile number one's future self want to tell them? So we have finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So there we go. This is like, I'm getting like the criticism and the denial or the fears that may come up. But we have candle, you will be shown the way. How beautiful is that? I like that progression. Let's see what else. We have hills. You have obstacles to overcome, and you're going to overcome them. I feel like you've already overcome these obstacles. Okay, let's get two more. Pile number one, future self, what would you like to tell them? Woo. I'm going to take the top one here. Let's see. We have money path. Look at that. After all the criticism, the finding the path, well, you can choose many because there are many adjacent doors. Going over the hills, you come into a money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. And then you have tulip, which is great passion. So again, money, abundance, going back to my number 6 is the Venus. Venus represents money and love. And both are in some form showing up in your reading here. So that's what your future self is trying to tell you. Continue on this path. Continue holding your boundaries. Continue facing the criticisms that you have. It's not your job, again, to convince others. Let them critique you. Take the truth out of it, right? Just take the elements that resonate to you and grow from it, because you are overcoming those obstacles and into a lot of abundance and abundant relationships as well. Wow, I love it. Love it. All right, let's see what tarot has to tell us. For my pile one, messages from the future self. Let's see what advice does your future self have for you? What action should they take? What is the advice? Okay, we have Two of Swords. Okay, we have the Empress. There's Venus again. There is Venus again. You may have Taurus placements or prominent Taurus placements. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Eight of Cups. That's going toward that new path. And let's get one more. We have the Knight of Wands. Beautiful. So this is what we asked for advice from your future self. Your future self is telling you, stop holding yourself back with the Two of Swords. Stop being in a gridlock. Stop holding. This is literally what you may be feeling, you may have created for yourself, is a gridlock because you're not able to choose. The fact is your future self wants to tell you, you actually have more freedom than you give yourself credit for. There is high honor awaiting you. You have the freedom to choose from any of these adjacent possibilities. And remember, you are the Empress, okay? You are abundant. You have the ability to create, to provide for others, to provide for yourself, to really be, and this is also the energy of generosity. The Empress is the most generous. And When we say generous, we don't mean just money, okay? It's being generous with our energy, with our time, with our service, how we take care of others. All that comes under the umbrella of generosity, right? So you're going to be rewarded for your generosity of how you've helped others and nurtured others. But this is also advice for you, is to nurture yourself. Okay, that is coming front and center because it's right next to the Nine of Swords as well. So it's time to cut out all the negative self-talk that you do, self-criticism. Maybe this is why this is also coming up. It may not be other people, the criticism over here. It may be you, your own voice, telling yourself things. And honestly, it's amazing how critical we can be of ourselves. Think about whenever you're saying something to yourself, for example, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, this is just not meant for me. Just try to turn it for once externally and think, would you ever say those words to a friend? Would you say that to a friend, like, hey, you're not worth it. Hey, this is not worthy of you, or not worthy of you, or you're just not, this is just not meant for you. You're just not going to make it. You would never say something like that to a friend, right? But you may say that to yourself in your self-talk. So that's what needs to go away. That's something you need to cut out of your energy field. You need to completely chop that out. Change your attitude towards yourself, because you are the Empress, okay? Because that's what it's like, this is the analysis paralysis that's going on over here. Thinking, overthinking, if then else, this way, that way, what's going to happen? Oh, am I going to make it? Yes, you are. You are. That's why your future self is telling you through these cards over here. And there is a different way forward, okay? All this work that you're doing to leave the old you behind. And again, this does not have to be a particular thing. It does not have to be a relationship. It does not have to be a job, a location. It doesn't have to be a thing. It might as well be for some of you. But this is, as I said, with the 9th house here, it is your mindset. It is your philosophy. It is how you see yourself. You are walking away from the old you to a new you who is really full of passion. Look at that, the Knight of Wands, okay? Really, look at how excited she is. Charging ahead on whatever this is. Also, I'm getting, you have a lot of spiritual support for you, especially in check if you dream of certain animals, because you have here also you're riding an animal, and here also you're riding an animal holding antlers, holding on to the horn. So there's some symbolism coming through over here, like it is like also an advice of like, take the bull by the horns. This is not the time to sit back in indecision and hold yourself back. No, walk through, charge ahead, and you'll find your spark, and it's actually going to lead to you to a lot of even monetary abundance, and also love and beautiful relationships and harmonious relationships around you. Okay, so this is the time you're overcoming, you're coming over the hills, okay, into a lot of abundance, into a lot of positive momentum forward, and yes, recognition and high honor. Okay, so let's get one final word of advice from your future self. If you made it this far, please do like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Oh, this says have faith. So have faith no matter how hard it feels, no matter how difficult this journey feels so far. Have faith. You are overcoming all of these, past fears and past emotions of holding ourselves back. You're overcoming that, and you're going to come into a lot of beautiful, harmonious life forward, okay? Have faith. Like, it just says it all. So don't give up. This is not the time to give up for you, Pile 1. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pile 1. If you liked the video, I would really appreciate it. Think of it as an energy exchange, and do subscribe to my channel and help me grow this beautiful community. Wish you much love and light. I'll see you in the next one. Hi Pile 2, this is for those of you that chose the second oracle card, which is number 11, Queen Bee. So take a look at the imagery. It's really beautiful. I really like this one. First of all, number 11 is a master number. It talks about our spiritual alignment, or aligning with our true north. And this Queen Bee again represents a lot of growth. This is like a lot of growth, right? It is very similar to the Empress energy. So we're going to see what other messages come through, but this again gives off the energy of your future self really wants to tell you, like, look at how much you're going to grow, or look at how much you're growing. creating abundance around you, taking care of others. You know, this is like she's literally helping feed the ground so the flowers bloom, and she's also helping the bees to get the nectar from the flower. So she's all providing in this image, right? And that is a depiction of you. That is why you were drawn to this oracle card. So and again, to me, it's like huge growth, huge, miles and miles from, if you were to turn back and look at where you're coming from, you're already in such a different place. So take time to honor that, to give yourself kudos, to pat yourself on the back for all the hard work that you've already put in on this difficult journey. And then your future self is going to show you what else there is that you don't quite see right now. Excuse me. So yeah, maybe also like finding your voice in my hearing, because as my throat is already kind of clamming up. So you'll find your voice, you'll find your form of expression in the near future, or in the future. That's what is coming through. So let's get into it, pile 2. We have a few oracle cards that are pre-pulled. We're going to pull some more live, and then we're going to get our tarot as advice for it. This reading is, again, timeless. It's about what your future self wants to tell you and what you may not see coming yet, but is in the cards for you. All right, so let's lay out the cards, and then we're going to go deeper into it. We have number 3, marriage. So number 11 or number 3 may be important. Also, for some of you, November or March, or 3rd November or March 11th may be some important dates for you. We have empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. We have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. That's beautiful. This is your trust in your higher self. Your future self is obviously showing up over here as well. We have broken heart, number 9. Yeah, this is where I'm feeling that the big growth is coming through. You see the scar tissue on the heart? This is where the big healing is coming through. And it's like a lot of wisdom and growth. Again, growth is what's coming through. Let's see. We have action, 17, or the number 8 may be relevant. From the Sun Oracle, we have romance. So we have Venus in Taurus, 2nd house. This is very heavy Taurus Empress energy coming over here. Interesting cards, very interesting. We have Sun in Taurus, again, 2nd house, acquisition. All right, there is some big money showing up over here. Money and love. Well, marriage. Let's see. The Moon Oracle, oh my goodness, prosperity lies ahead. New Moon in Taurus. Hold it, hold it, hold it. We got Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. So Venus, Venus, Taurus, all ruled by Venus. We also have, this was giving me very Empress vibes. So Venus, 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 Venus. Venus is all over your reading. Venus is very prominent today. And I was telling Palo in a completely different area that because they had a number 6 showing up, and 6 is the number of Venus, and we are in the year 2022, which reduces to a 6. So again, it's not meant to be just for this year. It's a timeless reading, but 6 in Venus is very prominent for you as well. We have Scorpio. Scorpio energy showing up, Taurus and Scorpio. You may be like a Taurus rising or a Scorpio sun, moon, or vice versa. We have Libra. There you go. Marriage, partnerships again. Partnerships showing up again. We're going to get these 3, and this we'll save for the end. So let's put these, and then we draw some oracles. Tea leaf. We have Tejas. We have Atman. And then we have Dharma. Okay, beautiful. So let's stay here, and then I'm going to draw some tea leaf oracles. So far, what your future self is really trying to tell you, look, there's 2 ways to the story, okay? Either there are people in this group who have gone through a difficult marriage, okay, and that has caused a lot of heartache. And it does not have to be marriage. It can be a long-term relationship as well. And it's felt like you may not be able to come out of it, grow from it. But everything here is telling us the opposite. Okay, so your future self is really coming in strong and telling you, I think these two are really, really jumping out to me. If that's the scenario, right? Yes, honor yourself, spend time taking care of yourself. Self-healing, self-care is very important to heal from the broken heart or broken experiences that we have, right? And this is it's the foundation for you to move on and take charge. But now is a time, like the horses over here also represent a lot of freedom. Okay, the word freedom is coming through. So it's like, if you've been, and with this card showing up, you've already done a lot of work, but this is where your future self is calling you to say, okay, now just honor it and leave that whole situation in the past and just take the lessons with you. Yes, your heart has toughened, or it may have toughened, it may have hardened, but that doesn't mean that you've lost your beauty, your gentleness, your love. Like your heart is still brimming. I can feel it, like it's like brimming with love, because Venus is so prominent here, right? And really your future self wants to like give you a huge hug and a pat on the back, pile two, for not losing yourself, your genuine loving nature, okay? But that said, now look at it as a phase, and that phase is over. Now it's time for you to charge ahead on what you want to build. You have the ability to see situation from both sides, and I'm getting like the dual, dual 2-2 energy here is like, with this maturity, with this experience, you've grown to a point where you may even see someone who really hurt you as like, okay, they're just in a different vibration than me. There is no right or wrong. They are on their own journey. I'm on my own journey. So just bring, if you haven't, just start emulating that and bring that energy into your mindset. It's going to completely shift your path for the better, right? So have empathy, lean into that and learn to see both sides of a situation. That's what the Libra energy calls us to do. Trust that your inner voice is exactly where you need to go, exactly who you need to follow. But this is the big energy for me over here. The loudest message that's coming through is now it's time to take action. Now it's time to open up. Now it's time to start dating if you're not into it. Now it's time to just go out, conquer the world. If you're changing jobs, whatever you want to do, the time is now to act, because you have action and you have dharma. Okay? Both of these talk about our purpose. So you may have North, actually, because Taurus is here, you may even have North Node in Taurus. That's quite possible, or prominent Taurus placements, because this is where what you need to lean into. You also have your South Node. If your North Node is in Taurus, South Node is in Scorpio. So astrologically also, with the next year and a half, there's big shifts into your future path, and you have to lean into it. You have to take action, and your karmic cycle is over, because when Dharma shows up, it's telling us that the karma is over. Now it's time to follow our Dharma, or our purpose, in what we need to create. And purpose is whatever your inner voice tells you, okay? I really want to emphasize that. A lot of us keep getting lost in the idea of like, what is my purpose in life? Well, you healing and being happy and beautiful and just, being your authentic self is actually your purpose. And when you're in that energy, just always go for what appeals to you, what calls your inner spark, what inspires you. Whatever inspires you is your purpose in life, okay? Even if it's gardening, even if it's cooking, even if it's like something that you may think, oh, this is so small, it can be purpose. No, it is, because all those little things add up. They increase your vibration so much, and with that, you actually heal Earth, okay? So don't ever let anybody tell you like you haven't figured out your life purpose. No, you have. You have. By healing this heart, taking action, moving forward, you're coming into beautiful relationships. You're coming into a lot of abundance with Sun and Taurus, okay? So money is coming. Even if it's a settlement, that's coming. And there's a beautiful relationship coming. For the Tejas and Atman here, again, it's lining with your spirituality, with your true north. Your third eye is quite activated. This is similar to this, rising up. And Tejas is, again, talking about our peace and our intuition. They are really, really strong. Follow them. Now, for those of you where this was not a separation, this is not a breakup, this is what's coming. okay? No longer a lonely heart, okay? There is union coming, union, and then there's shared resources. Well, this is your second house. So this will also lead to abundance in your life. And then this is clearly over here, prosperity lies ahead, right? But the biggest thing is like Dharma, action. That's what you got to do. So let's see what the tea leaf oracle tells us. For pile 2, what does the future self want to tell them? A beautiful pile 2. And one more. Let's get one more. Okay. So we have bat, take care, enemies are working against you. We have nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. It's kind of Cancer energy showing up. We have fan, romance, celebration, party. Romance coming right under romance. So some of you are really coming into a romantic, a hot and fiery romance apparently. Oh, fiery. As I say fiery, I see the frying pan. Trouble, accusations. Okay, and then we have pig, beware of greed. Okay, so interesting energies, interesting messages we're getting here. So again, trust that your path is unique, okay, and that you need to really follow your intuition. You have very strong Taurus energy, Empress energy, earthy energies coming through. So, you know, it's again with the second house, it is about money. It is about, literally it says acquisition here. So there's Sun in Taurus. Just there may be more options available to you. This is just your future self saying, like, when it comes to money, when it comes to your personal income, your own abundance, stay away from any get rich quick plans or schemes. So this is not the time, especially because we're in the year of Venus and we have North Node in Taurus. This is the time where value system is going to calibrate. Okay, so use your judgment, use your intuition on what or who you value. That's going to really clear out your path and bring you to your true north. Okay, along the way, there are going to be opportunities to make money. There's going to be opportunities to come into the right relationships. But yes, use your boundaries, build your boundaries, choose who you want to invite into your energy field. But overall, there's a lot of love and abundance and healthy relationships coming through. And with that, naturally, you know, light will attract dark at some time. So just like keep your boundaries really close, focus on your true north and have the trusting relationships that you have around you. Like use your discernment on that. That's coming through. Okay, so let's get some advice. Use tarot. So future self of pile 2, what advice do you have for your current self? Ooh, okay. Whoa. We have the Magician. We have the 9 of Coins. Look at that. Beautiful energies. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get a few more advice from your future self. We have the Page of Coins, new money opportunities, money showing up, manifesting. If some of you are starting a side hustle, looking very good. We have the Page of Swords, again, new creative ideas. And one more, we have the 6 of Swords, positive movement ahead, okay, momentum forward. So the advice from your future self is, this is the time. Did you have action? Or am I mixing up? Yeah, you do. You do have action, right? Okay. So again, the biggest advice is like take action. You are the magician. You need to believe it. You have everything it takes to create the path that you want to create for yourself. Okay, how you want to manifest your life. It is time to put pen to paper, build your plan, and start acting on it. That's what's going to bring you a lot of abundance. And again, this is about, you know, also a reminder from your future self that do make sure that you make time to take care of yourself, as we started here with the foundation, right? Because the 9 of Pentacles talks about somebody who currently may be single or very self-sufficient. You know, you've earned the status that you have right now, but it's also make sure to take breaks and not just be like work hard, work hard, work hard. I mean, this is again just a reminder from your future self, because you have been The card before this is the Eight of Pentacles, right? So you've been in a lot of hard work energy, and a lot of times a lot of us use our work as a way to channel our emotions away, right? So we're not stuck in this reminiscent energy. Great, that helps us bring results. When we have results, make sure you also enjoy them, because that's what the Empress does. The Empress is the queen of all queens. She's the mother of all queens, and mother means mothering yourself as well. Okay, so self-care is coming up very clearly for this pile. And when you're in that stage, when you have the self-belief, you can manifest whatever you want. When you are taking time to heal, to nurture, to take breaks, to, you know, take long baths, whatever that is, naps for you, that's where the inspiration comes. Okay, you will be able to plant a new seed, a new idea. This is going to grow over time, and this is, again, eye on the prize. You are coming out of choppy waters. You're sailing towards very smooth seas, and you have to believe that. And I do see, so some of you, there could also be kids involved. So if that's the case, you'll be able to provide more than enough for that, for your kids. And then this, again, is taking me back to the romance, the marriage card, and also the acquisition and Taurus energy. There's a partner showing up, or even a child, actually. So if for those of you that are having a difficult time with your child or children, it is going to smooth out. The advice is just keep at it, okay? Don't give up, don't get frustrated. Children go through their own phases. Like, this is where they may be very stable, and one day, another day they may have very sharp cutting words, okay? Because they're children. There's no filter at all. So all that is gonna ease out. You just need to remember, eye on the prize. Keep rowing, keep charging ahead, and before you know it, you would have reached your destination. Okay, so a lot of empowerment coming through from your future self. And just as I turn the deck, I see the star at the bottom. Okay, so there's a lot of healing, there's a lot of nurturing, and, you know, cozy times ahead. It's just like basking in your own glory. Okay, that's what's coming through very, very strongly here. A lot of healing, a lot of even recognition that's coming through for you. Okay, pile 2, let's see what's the final message from your future self. Oh, bust out of your cocoon. So that's rather like in your face. Your future self is like, that's it, enough of this, get out of that phase. Whatever that may be. Look, for some of you, this could even be a job related matter, right? Where, because marriages also talk about union. It can be a long-term partnership at work where you've been at the same company, whatever that is. But the message is, bust out of your cocoon, stop holding yourself back. You are the magician. Enjoy life, take one step at a time, and you are coming out really strong on top. You will be the star of the show. Okay, that's what I have for you, pile 2. If you made it so far, do give me a big thumbs up. Write in the comments below if this relates. I would really appreciate it. I read every single comment. It means so much to me. It really does. So, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help me grow this beautiful community. I would really appreciate it. All right, much love and light to you. I will see you in the next one. Hi, pile 3. This is for those of you who chose the third oracle card, which is number 4, Moon Dance. Ooh, third oracle card, pile 3, and number 4. So already getting the message of progression, succession is coming through. But again, this reading is about what your future self wants to tell you, what you may not see coming yet, but it's on its way. So with this energy overall, again, it shows quite a few messages coming through. Of course, there's a lot of courage, there's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of adventure coming through. So you are a very adventurous soul. You may be on a path right now, like this girl is literally dancing, not just walking, but she's dancing on a thin rope or wire, whatever this is, all above, you know, the, I would say, like the daily madness, the hustle bustle of the city, which you can equate to the mundane 3D ruckus and mental clutter that is around us all day, every day. You're somebody who's soaring above it, okay, and kind of like connected to the divine, connected to your higher self as well. It's a card of courage to me. It's a card of adventure, and it's also an energy of dreaming, following your passion, following your dreams, and just elevating very peacefully above all the, let's say the drama I'm hearing, like the family drama or workplace drama, whatever that is. You're definitely working towards elevating yourself, or you may already be there. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. But generally, this oracle card talks about being our authentic self and following our adventurous journey, even though it may look crazy to others, right? Because this is quite a courageous energy to be walking the rope. So with that said, what we're going to do, we have a few oracle cards pre-pulled. We'll look at what the messages are. We're going to draw some live tea leaf oracles, and then we'll use the tarot for advice from your future self. So pile 3, you're progressing on something. Let's see what we have for my beautiful pile 3s. Number 4 may be important. 4th house, home and family may be important aspects for you. Let's see what's come through. For group number 3 from their future self, we have occupation. Number 34 reduces to a 7, so another 4 also again showing up. So 4 or 7 or 34 may be important numbers for you. We have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Again, talking about dreams, and it takes time to, bring those dreams into fruition. So there's patience. I know we're not a fan of that word or that message, myself included, so don't cringe yet. We have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yeah, duh, look at that girl walking that wire or that rope. We have 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So number 37 or a 10 or a 1. So endings, completions, calling for a lot of courage. You're very courageous. Very courageous, confident. We have door to personal healing and happiness. Number 34. Ooh, 34 again. You have 2 number 34. So 7 is an important number. 3, 7, 4. And they're all very important numbers for you. So 3 months from now, 7 months from now, something big is happening. Let's see what the Sun Oracle says. We have Saturn in Leo, 5th house, generosity. Very nice. Saturn is going to show you generosity. We have Sun in Cancer, again, 4th house, resourcefulness. So you guys, you have a lot of numbers and synchronicities. We have 7. 7. We have 10 or 37. We have 4. We have 4. We have 5. Very interesting. Okay, so number progressions. You may be, maybe you're interested in numerology. Drop me a comment if you're trying to study or learn numerology or understand like the life path numbers, what they mean, life purpose number, all those things. Okay, so just drop me a comment. From the Moonology deck, you have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer again. So 4th house, maybe that's why I was hearing the term family drama. All that is going to heal because we have Cancer showing up over here. Then we have 12th house, our spirituality, our subconscious. And we have this 6th house, our work, our routines, the house of service also. So our daily routines in service of others, how do we serve others, take care of others and ourselves. Our own mental health comes into this house. Mental, physical, emotional well-being also comes into this house along with work, because this is also the house of occupation, 6th house. So both 6 and 12 are showing up for you. Let's look at these 3. We're going to save this one for the very end. And we have, from the Yogic Oracle deck, we have Manipura. Ooh, double solar plexus energy. Wow, love it. Love it. We have Buddha, which is all about peace. And we have Ajna, which is the crown chakra. Okay. All right, look at that. So what we have so far, what I'm picking up from your future self wants to tell you, your patience is going to pay off, okay? You are being encouraged to stay courageous, to stay adventurous, to have the confidence. Confidence is showing up twice. So even if this is something that you're working on, you may be at a place where you feel pretty confident. Trust that this is going to work out. So continue working on whatever this life path, whatever this journey that you're taking. This is really paying off. It's going to bring you a lot of abundance, creativity, recognition, because fifth house, the house of Leo, is about center stage. Okay, so almost like, look at it like you may be center stage, and you may be able to share your wisdom, your generosity, your wealth, your time, your kindness with others. This may have been a long cycle because we have Saturn here and we have patience over here, right? So no matter how long it's taking, or it may feel to you that it is going slower than expected, and if this is a specific, let's say, a side hustle, because fifth house is also our enterprises. It's our small businesses, it's our side projects, side hustles, enterprise, any sort of investments, creative investments, they pay off. And it's interesting, investments next to resourcefulness coming through here, because that's it's all about being able to use what we have and derive more synergies from it, right? Like make your dollar stretch much farther. And this can be through, let's say, credit card points, or cash back. So whatever that is, right? For example, I'm hearing some of you, if you've been thinking about starting your own business, you're researching on how to start your own LLC. What are the advantages of having a business account versus a personal account? How you can defer certain costs, things like that. So I think some of you are really studying that, and your future self is encouraging you to continue doing that and be resourceful. This is also for those of you, because this is it takes courage and confidence to take the risk, right? To start your own business. But for those of you who are starting out, I'm also hearing, because this is the resourcefulness energy is quite strong here with the occupation. It's telling me that your future self really wants to remind you, you don't have to have every single fancy tool or object for you to embark on this journey. Okay, so for example, you may look at I can say YouTube. Okay, let's say you're starting a YouTube channel, and you may be looking at big YouTubers who have the best lighting. They have no shadows in their videos. They have 4K cameras and whatnot. The most fancy microphones, and the setup is really good. And you may be comparing yourself to, like, well, I don't have all that stuff. How am I going to even make a dent into this huge YouTube universe, right? But this is your future self telling you, be resourceful. I mean, you can shoot a video on your phone, and it does not have to be an iPhone, whatever you have. Every phone these days, all phones have very good camera quality, so you can just use that. And I'll show you. I think it's just coming through for some of you. I've literally seen YouTubers or influencers, like literally, and I know of other, I watch quite a few tarot readers as well, because I really love it. And I literally seen it, so proud to see people literally holding their phone, going from card to card, and they're getting tons of views because their messages are so authentic. Okay, so you don't have to have every single fancy frill piece for you to get on this journey. All you need is the courage and the determination, and one step in front of the other, steady, steady, steady. Slow and steady wins the race, okay? It's going to be a very peaceful journey. This is going to bring a lot of change in your day-to-day life, okay? Whatever you're working on, it's going to, again, door to personal healing and happiness. There's a lot of healing. There is, in the home sector, a lot of abundance coming through, peace coming through. There is creativity, Saturn. Probably some of you are Capricorn suns, because Saturn is in Aquarius, which is your second house right now, which is the house of money. So money may have felt tighter, but it's going to be the third year for Saturn. So when Saturn leaves a sign or the house, if it's the house of money for you, in the third year is when it brings rewards for you. Okay, so that's something, just keep that in mind. Eye on the prize. By the time 2022 ends, you'll start seeing a lot of abundance coming your way. So it's going to definitely impact your day-to-day life, your sixth house. For those of you, again, we have 3 chakra cards here. So we have the third chakra again over here, and then we have the 7th chakra over here, right? The crown chakra showing up. So, and with the 12th house, this is the house of spirituality. So this is a very spiritual pile. And your future self is telling you, look, this path that you're on is actually gonna bear a lot of fruit. So keep trusting your intuition. If you're called to, let's say, learn astrology, if you're called to learn tarot, numerology came through for quite a few of you, right? Whatever that is, that's going to completely shift your daily routine. So keep leaning into that. Again, what does that look like? For some of you, you may have so much peace in your day-to-day routine that you find, those big windows for doing something creative that you have been trying to build on because you're following your intuition. Okay, so whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're on the right path. Okay, so let's see what the Tea Leaf Oracle has to tell us. We have butterfly, a change for the better. I love seeing that. Again, this is like a major transformation that you're going through. Oops, you're blooming into a butterfly. Look at this. We have wishbone, a wish is granted. Oh, so beautiful. And one more. So pile 3, future self. One more, please. Okay. All right. So we got quite a few. Well, let's see. Let's start here. Oh, did I take something away? Oh, butterfly. The butterfly's already taken flight. Look at that. You're soaring. You're flying. I mean, of course you are. So there's also coming through a sense of, like, the message from your future self is a sense of feeling light in life. And that's where the biggest healing comes, right? When you're fully healed, you're going to feel much more lighter in life and move through it. And as I say light, we get this card, elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay, so trust the process, trust the journey. We have, oh, look at that, bouquet and vase. So bouquet, compliments from an admirer, we'll take that. And then we have vase, a secret admirer. Okay, that completely took a different turn over there, okay, because I was not picking up any partnership energy so far, but this could be somewhere in your vicinity actually, because the 4th house is showing up, and I'm thinking like around the house or in your community, or in if you go to certain courses or classes. There's definitely admiration coming for you, but again, this is very positive journey. This is a wish coming true, like a major wish coming true for you. Okay. All right, let's see. What's the advice? Okay, these are the messages. Let's see the advice from your future self for pile 3. Way too many numbers in your reading. So either you love numbers, you're really good at math, or you're really good at investments. Drop me a few dollar signs in the comment if you relate to this reading so far. Let's see. Advice. Ooh. There it is, the marriage showing up. That's why this secret admirer. So we have 4 of Wands, happy home and family. So 4th house energy again, Cancer message, or like a stable, steady. And this is also my 1111 card, but this one like truly depicts some sort of celebration. We have 6 of coins. Get ready to receive, or be open to receiving. We have the 2 of cups. Wow, this took a completely different turn. Oh, wow. Maybe with the occupation, maybe you're meeting someone at work. I don't know. We have temperance, which is again the card of patience. It's also Sagittarius energy showing up. And then we have the Queen of Coins, more abundance, more earth energy showing up here. Okay. So when it comes to advice, first of all, the biggest thing is standing out to me is over here, these 2, 6 of coins and 2 of cups, both talk about being able to receive. So this is your future self advising you to now become open to receiving. Now, when we talked about courage, adventure, taking action, keep working one step in front of the other, those can be very individual oriented energies, right? Because we are driven, we're just going after our goal, and that's all we do. But again, that message is coming through, which is over independence is a sign of a trauma response, right? So where in the past we may not have had the best of partnerships or colleagues or bosses or our significant others, and then we carry that with us, because what we take from that is like, all right, I got to take it in my own hands. This is my life. I got to build it. And it's interesting that it's like your future self is like turning the page almost. It's like a different chapter in your book is opening up, and you need to be open to receive that. Partnerships are coming through, love is coming through, long-term relationships are coming through, but it starts with you being open to receive. Okay, what this means, it means asking for help if you need help. You will not be qualified to do everything on your own. No one is. So being able to spot that, take that opportunity, and ask for help. And just generally be very balanced in your approach. You have temperance here, like let there be flow, let there be things. Still stay patient and just be curious to what the universe will present to you, because there's a lot of abundance. The Queen of Coins, for some of you, there's also mother energy coming through over here. So you will stand in your power, you'll come into a lot of abundance, but you gotta take care of yourself as well. This message has come through in pretty much every pile. Self-care, self-love is very important. This can also be self-love. So give yourself your kindness, your time, your generosity, so you can heal. And you had the door to healing here, right? Door to personal healing and happiness. So you can heal enough to be able to receive, because you have really beautiful things coming your way. So get ready to be open to receiving. And again, bottom deck energy, we have the Six of Cups. So there's more receiving, more balancing, maybe also some good old friends coming through, or a reunion coming through for some of you if you haven't met friends in a while. And look, as I'm shifted, the card underneath is a 10 of coins. Okay, so a lot of abundance coming through. So especially I think for some of you who are trying to do a side hustle, or even if you're trying to get ahead in your job, get a promotion, those things are really showing up. You just got to have confidence, present your case, do what you've always done. You worked hard and you've proven your value, right? Continue doing that, but then also believe and open up to actually receiving the recognition. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All right, final words of advice or message from your future self. We have changed tracks. That's interesting, because I felt your future self completely switched the chapter within your reading. So going from just one path of occupation and wishes coming true to like charging ahead, your 6th house, 9th house, using spirituality and changing your day-to-day life. All of that, continue to be courageous and immediately shift to tracks to relationships and recognition coming through, right? So drop me a comment. I'm very curious to hear if this resonates. What changing of tracks is available to you, or what comes to mind? Is it true that some of you may have been really almost, again, don't get triggered by the word, maybe you've been workaholics, and yes, it's going to bring you results, but now your future self is telling you, like, you don't have to be just work. You are more than work, right? 6th house is more than work. It is your health, your day-to-day health, your routine, your self-care is also important, and that's how you attract the right partners or partnerships. So very interesting reading, very, very interesting. All right, that's what I have for you, pile 3. If you like the reading, give me a big thumbs up. Drop me in comments below if this resonates. I love reading comments. I love to respond to every single one of you. And if you haven't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and help me grow this channel. I would really appreciate it. You can think of it as an energy exchange for my work here. I would really, really love it. All right, wish you much love and light. I will see you in the next one. Hi, group 4. This is for those of you who chose the 4th oracle card, number 28. Can you hear me? Very, very interesting imagery. On the lighter side, I don't know what movie that was. Was it The Croods, where they use shell phones. Okay, can you hear me? That's coming through, and maybe that's coming through because it's a somber card overall. It's a very somber energy, but this is where your future self is like really jumping in and saying, hey, lighten up. This is also number 28, which is reduces to a 10, which is an ending, reduces to a 1, which is a new beginning. So if you have felt that it's been a highly emotional time, and you felt like you've been, being swayed too much, yet stuck in the same place. Do you know what I mean? Like, your feet are grounded, but the rest of you has been swaying with being overwhelmed by the emotional phase of your life. This is like your higher self coming in, or your future self coming in to say, you've got this. This is the end of the road. Something is completing. I don't know. We'll see what's in the oracle cards, but something is coming to a completion. But this is also the time that your future self is really encouraging you to lighten up, to find your spark, to find your joy. And also with the shell phone, funny comment coming through, a message coming through. It's about, it's a reminder that you're not alone and you do have a cell phone. So pick it up, text friends, get in touch with your family, whoever you haven't spoken to in a while. Don't hold yourself back. This is a pivotal stage where you're learning to open up to receive, okay? It is not a solo time anymore. Whatever you've been through is ending. It's coming to a close, but it starts with you to opening up to that energy, to stepping into the new, and yes, being willing to receive calls or text or just connecting with people overall. So many layers of things coming through, but I do really feel that this has been a heavy time, a very gloomy time, and maybe you may have been in solitude for a long time is what I'm picking up. So take it as it fits. This could be in any life stage, in any scenario, in any axes of your life, but there is a completion at hand over here. Okay, so pile 4, what we're doing today, we are, tapping into messages from your future self, what they want to tell you, what you don't see coming, what's on its way, whatever comes through. I have pre-pulled oracles. We'll go through these. We'll draw some tea leaf oracles as well, and then we'll get advice using tarot from your future self. Okay, so what we have for pile number 4, unexpected income. Number 27, so 27 or 9 may be important. 9 is also giving me the 9 of Pentacles energy. So some unexpected income is coming through. So if you felt you've been in a rut, well, that's changing. Definitely changing. Abundance is coming through. Also, with the imagery here, this is like you are receiving, okay? And of course, giving as well. The more we give, the more we receive. It's whatever we give out is what comes back tenfold to us, right? It's the energy formula. But here, this is like you being open to receiving. That's coming through. Honestly, like I had not looked at this card, but this willingness to receive is a big one for you, and that your future self wants to tell you. You don't have to do it all alone. You don't have to do everything on your own. That's important. Okay, we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Again, the attitude of gratitude brings us more abundance. We have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's a bright change. Look at the color contrast over here. We have Angel of Strength, of course, with the number 50. Also reduces to a 5. 5 in tarot is the time of change again. So we're getting double confirmation, actually triple confirmation. Things are really changing for you. Just stay in this attitude of gratitude and reception. You'll see massive changes, like positive changes coming your way. We have Door to Value. Oh my goodness, double money. Oh my gosh. So this reduces to a 4, which is also our the 4th house is our home, our foundation, our surroundings, our family. So a lot of abundance coming into the home sector. Okay, from the Sun Oracle we have Taurus and Pisces, submission. We'll talk about this. This is the 12th house. And we have Mars in Scorpio, the 8th house, revenge. So this is Scorpio energy, and Pisces energy, all both very, very deep. Scorpio is the house of death and rebirth. It is the house of our deepest, darkest desires, our ambitions, our partnerships, or unfair partnerships, all that sits in here. And then the 12th house is our subconscious. It is the Pisces house. It is, again, our subconscious desires, what lays beneath. So there's a lot of undercurrent that your higher, maybe your higher self, your future self wants to bring forth, and we'll talk about that. We have confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Leo is again the 5th house, 5-5, repeating for you here again. 5th house is confidence, it is creativity, it is bringing that childlike spark again. That's happening. And again, strength card. The angel of strength. Strength is the Leo card, or Leo major arcana in tarot. So you've been really strong. Oh, we have the sun. Again, more fire energy. Sun rules Leo. So maybe some of you have sun in Leo or in Scorpio Pisces that are showing up here. Or you may have major fire placements in your chart. And then we have Neptune. There you go, 12th house Pisces energy again showing up, talking about dreams. Talking about our, let's say our long-term dreams, our hidden dreams that are only available to us, that we often think about. Let's see what else is happening. I'm going to move these around a little. We get these 3 cards. This we're going to save for the very end. From the Yogic Tarot or Oracle, we have Prana, which is life force. We have Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth. Okay, money, 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 honey. And then we have Ahimsa, which is again peace or non-violence. Okay, so I want to start here actually with the Ahimsa card, which is peace. It is the opposite of aggression, opposite of assertiveness, and there is a little bit of balance here. So the main thing I want to say, there's a lot of fire showing up, right? There's courage, there's change, there's fire, there's abundance coming through. But with this card coming through on Ahimsa, it's talking about you have the wisdom and the strength to differentiate between what is an ambition versus what is a revenge, because this is quite a bit of strong energy here, if I can pick up this card. So Mars is a very, very fiery planet, right? So, well, before I get there, first off, there is, if things have felt very watery, guess what? Everything is gonna, take flight. There's a lot of flame. Things are like, there's pretty much the universe is fanning the flames of your abundance. That's coming through. The sun is here. Mars is here, which is the most fiery planet. You have strength. You have Leo. It's all here. You have the card of change. And of course, we have money, which usually, is the 2 colors are red or green, right? And in Chinese astrology, the color red is associated with abundance and money, right? So everything is fire, and that's the color of fire. So there is a lot of fire that's igniting within you, or if not, that's what you need to do. But with the Ahimsa over here, what it's saying is there is a discernment in what is my fire of inspiration. Am I doing it with the intent of growing and charging ahead in life? Or am I doing it to prove myself to others? Okay, that's an important message. It is like, so you don't need to prove yourself to anybody. You just need to go after your goals and what direction you're being called to, because Neptune is talking about our dreams. 12th house talks about dreams, talks about subconscious, also talks about mental health and mental healing. So there's a lot of healing coming to you from this phase. And for some of you with the unexpected income and this door to value, I'm getting the sense there may be like a sudden shift in your abundance. This could be, out of the blue, a promotion, a job offer, maybe your business really takes off, get a lot of clients come through, which will, as you grow in that arena, you will also need to tap into your inner fire to go with that momentum of that quick pace, right? It'll require a lot of strength. I'm hearing physical stamina, physical strength is going to be important for you. So pace yourself. What would you do to still find your peace so you can take care of this Lakshmi, this Dhan? Well, Dhan is the Hindi word for money that Lakshmi brings. I went there. So all the money that Lakshmi is bringing into you, how would you, what would you do different to keep your life force alive and kicking, but also at the same time not on the edge of being too fiery, right? That's what this ahimsa talks about. There is this energy over here of submission, and which is literally Taurus and Pisces, and Taurus is the money energy, right? So this is just your future self reminding you that you've probably held yourself back, and nobody does that intentionally, but in your subconscious somewhere there is a shift in your self-worth. Because if you look at this imagery over here, this bird is in a cage, but it's facing this way and not even realizing that the door to the cage is always open. So your abundance is available out there to you. You got to get ready to receive it. You got to be open to receiving it, and you got to just shift your perspective, okay? Don't submit yourself into your past, and don't get lost in the question of why did my past happen the way it happened. It's done. Let it go. Let it go. It's time for change. It's time to switch up your energies. You have the strength to do it. There is change coming. It's available to you. You have to really spark. Okay, really spark. Really tap into that inner fire, because the sun is very prominent for you, and it is times to work on your dreams and monetize them. That's what I'm hearing. And it's happening. It is happening. That's why these energies are showing up over here. So let's see what the Tea Leaf Oracle has to say for you, pile 4. Oh my God. I'm like, firecracker excitement. Do you see that? I have no words. I have no words. I'm literally thirsty right now. There's so much fire that's going on over here. So that's something may happen for you, like really sudden changes. Try to keep up with it, or like it's almost like buckle up for the ride is what I'm hearing. We have claw, be careful, do not take risks. Okay, that's where there's the fire energy, right? The Mars energy. Excuse me. That is it. Are we following this journey because that's what we want to do? Or are we following this journey to actually prove ourselves to others? So that's what this is like. Don't take risks just in order to prove your worth to someone else. You don't need to. You really don't need to. We have the harp. There is great happiness. I love it. I love how I can't get over it, how the firecracker came out. Okay, you are quite the firecracker, whether you believe it or not. You are the firecracker. That's why your higher self or your future self. I keep saying higher self. Maybe you meet your higher self in your dream state. You have carrot, opportunity, or windfall. Oh my God. You people, dudes or dudettes, drop me a few $ sign emojis in the comment section, because definitely abundance is coming your way. Money, 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 house of money. We have sun, confidence, door to value. Like, how many more money messages do we need? And then we have and, which says work, achievement, success. So success is coming again, whether it be your job, whether it be your family, whether there's inheritance, whether there's, your business that's taking off, whatever it is, there's literally money coming through, okay? Don't spend it all. That just funny thing just came in. Don't spend it all. It was so glum and so serious. And some of you have a very funny higher self. It's like, oh, don't spend it all. Okay, let's get advice from tarot. So pile 4, your future self. What advice does your future self have for you in your current stage? Okay. Advice. Let's see. So, the Empress, money. The Empress is the mother of all queens, or the queen of all queens. You are abundant. You are coming into a lot of abundance. You will be able to provide more than provide for yourself and for those in your family, your friends, whatever that is. 6 of Cups, there are connections. Okay, let's get them all out. Then we'll look at them as advice. We have the 9 of Swords. Queen of Cups. Beautiful. and the Ace of Coins, because we didn't have enough coin messages in this reading, right? And then the bottom deck energy, we have the Five of Swords. Okay, very clear advice from your future self. First of all, again, stop staying in this energy of Five of Swords, and again, we have the Eight of... okay, I have to take all three if I'm watching this. Again, enough. Enough. So, bottom deck energy, we have the Five of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the Death energy. Okay, so the future self is telling you, look, this cycle is ending. Stop fretting about it. Stop staying in the past. Stop thinking over the past, opportunities that you may have felt may past you. Move onward from that, because it's not bringing you any fruition, any happiness. It's time to end that story. We did start out with the number 28, which I said it reduces to a 10, which is completion. So this phase, if it's like, a phase of low abundance in your life is coming to an end, and your future self is saying, stop thinking about that. Pivot and light your fire. You are being called to embrace the Empress energy, be abundant, think abundant. What you think is what you bring about. Okay, this is what Abraham Hicks says. You attract what you are. So start getting into that energy of, yes, I'm abundant and I'm worthy with this unexpected income coming through. You are worthy and you have to believe it. There are people coming through, so open up to partnerships, open up to, again, as we said, shell phone. I'm going to keep saying that, shell phone. Call your past friends, your past connections, past colleagues, family, whatever that is. Six of Cups talks about reconnecting, reviewing, meeting people from your past. Stop being in this energy of holding yourself back and feeling that it is all you who has to solve everything. Reach out to people. Nine of Swords is my analysis paralysis energy. So stop doing that to yourself. Stop holding yourself. It's time to change that. Embrace your emotions. Yes, these emotions have actually made you very strong. They have shown you a different side of life, but it has also opened up your intuition. Okay, and that's what you need to tap into. Listen to your intuition and go after that opportunity that truly calls to you. But also, it's almost like this imagery is like, are you giving? Are you taking? It can be both, right? If I hold a coin, if I'm holding a card or a coin, am I giving it? Am I receiving it? It's both, all right? There's always two sides to a story. So this is, again, generosity is coming through. Be generous of your time, your energy. The more you give out, the Empress, the more you receive. So get ready to receive. Just get in that mindset of being able to receive from others and, being willing to receive from others. So that's coming through, but drop me some dollar emojis in the comment. All right, pile 4. Let's see what is the final word of wisdom or advice, whatever it is, from your future self. Oh, wow. Embrace your power. I mean, I have to tell you, this group, your future self is really bucking you up. It's really cheering you on, saying like, you are powerful, way more powerful than you give yourself credit for. So embrace your power, grow, go after your goals, tap into resources and people and connections and where you need to. It is going to bring a lot of abundance to you. Money, change, money, like, and there was this one over here, adore to value money. So a lot of abundance coming your way. Good luck. Embrace this journey. This is the end of an old cycle. All right. I wish you much love and light. If you like this reading, do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share it with a friend or two if you think it'll bring them healing as well. All right. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.